There's a 27% interest rate on like your outstanding balance. So you're paying about $300 in interest to your credit card.
So what's the question?
It's like, what would you be putting that $300 to?
Uber Eats. Honestly. I don't know what to say.
Okay, that's a very honest answer.
You know, I live like a poor man that has money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how poor people think when they spend money? Like, I think I'm saving money, but I'm buying a lot of small things, so it adds up over time. So I don't do big purchases at once. I do a lot of small purchases. And so I'm always in debt because of that.
Rishi Mathur, yeah, thank you for coming on Sad Money's Money Shot. I think that's what we're gonna call it.
Money Shot?
Money Shot, yeah. I don't know, still TBD. But you wanna tell us what your occupation is? Yeah, what do you do?
What do I do? I'm unemployed. That's what I do. I just sit around and I talk to people like you. So I have nothing else to do.
You do more than that though. Come on, you have an artistic side.
Yeah, no, I'm a comedian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, yeah. And we're coming on here to talk about your finances.
Okay.
And we're taking a hard look at it.
Are you sure you want to start with the comedian first?
Yeah, we're trying to set the stage. The stage for people. But how do you feel about your finances first?
Personally, like my finances or the combination of me and my wife's finances?
Maybe let's start with you.
Terrible.
Okay.
Terrible.
And then what about you and your wife?
Well, she's like Michael Jordan. She's holding us up. So very well.
Okay. Together.
I feel better.
So together, it's good.
Yeah, I'm comforted.
Okay.
Even by my crippling debt, I feel comforted. So yeah, it's okay.
So how much debt do you have? Can you, if you want to go into that?
Let's just say it's above 10K.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
That's similar to, can I say your, thank you for sending us your credit card statement.
Yeah.
Capital One. Good bank.
Yeah.
That's they bank well. That's close to, can I say how much your statement is right now?
The entirety of it?
The entirety,
No.
yeah. I won't say that.
No.
Can I say how much interest you're paying a month?
No.
Okay. It's not that crazy.
All right, you can say it if you want to.
It's like $300 a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
What do you think you could do better with your finances? Maybe we'll start there.
Nothing. I think I'm doing it perfectly.
Okay.
But if I were to think about it, build a savings, you know.
Yeah.
Don't spend all my money frivolously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
But I do spend a lot of money on Uber Eats. Like a lot of money on Uber Eats.
How much? Yeah. How much do you think you spent? Because I'm looking at your statement and I see a lot of Ubers.
Yeah.
I also
That's
see.
Uber Eats.
Okay. I also see 7th Street Burger in here.
Yeah.
So all the Ubers are. Let me start at the bottom. All the Ubers are Uber Eats. There's a lot in this one. I mean, I think the biggest one I see is like I see $200. Where is it?
Not on Uber Eats.
No, that's for $200 for Thompson Wine and Spirits.
Yeah.
What is that? Just like alcohol?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. But
I don't know what else to say to that. Yeah. I'm pretty good with what I'm doing. I just spend a lot of money on food.
No, yeah, because I saw one that was like stood out to me. $120 at Percy's Pizza. What was that?
Oh yeah, that was I got a discount on a bunch of pies from the dollar pizza place.
You get a discount?
Yeah. So
and that's the dollar.
Like $300 worth of pizzas we got for $120 for a show.
It was dollar pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, but it was going to the show.
Yeah, it was going to the show.
Okay. Did you make the money back then for the investment?
Night? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's business expense.
Everything comes from my ticket sales.
Okay.
Yeah. So we lost. We didn't make any money that night, personally. Like we were like, it was hard for us to pay the artists and stuff like that.
What about like sports club? I see Mellor's Sports Club. $106.
Mellor's Sports Club.
Yeah.
How much?
$106 and then $30.
I don't know.
Because
I have no idea what that
we're
is.
doing this literally in your gym building, so.
Yeah. Mellor's Gym. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
When was the date for that? Do you know the?
September 7th, September 9th, yeah.
Of this year?
Yeah.
September 7th to September 9th of this year. What was I doing?
The transaction date was the 7th, yeah. Mellor's Sports Hub, New York.
September 9th? This is pretty interesting. What was I doing? 7th, John Bennett show. And then what was this? The gym. I can't tell you for the life of me.
Okay. Because it was two different ones. It was $30 and 106.
106. And this is Miller Sports Club.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
No idea.
Okay. Is it like is it like pickleball or something like that?
We should go find out.
Okay. So you spend $130 and you don't.
I can't remember.
You don't even remember it. And do you see any problem with that?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Not to be. The one I liked was I saw at the very top ChatGPT subscription. $20.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What do you use that for?
Everything and anything. It's my favorite assistant.
Like, what is that? Everything.
If I can't think of a description that I need to write for my resume, or I want to create a one-pager quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, do you remember how Tony Stark had that robot that just was claws that he kept yelling it over and over? That's what ChatGPT did to me. It makes a million mistakes, but it's my hardest working partner.
What about your wife?
I mean, she's probably listen, okay, let's just frame it over. We don't talk about my wife and what she pulls, right?
Gotcha.
I don't think, listen, I can't call my wife my partner. I think she's above me in a different league.
She's your boss.
Yeah. So I have to build up to that partnership. It's like a law firm. She has partner on the door. I have to earn my name there.
She's like the boss, you're the underboss.
Yeah, you can put it that way.
Okay.
It was her and Chino. He's already made partner.
Who's Chino? Tell people who Chino is.
Chino's my puppy. Yeah, he already made partner on the door. He has more say.
That's a good point. So how much do you spend on your puppy a month, you would say? That's a lot is like.
I mean, it depends. I mean,
yeah.
So food, we don't spend monthly if you look at it in a yearly sense. But I don't know, given year, it's $1,000 or $2,000.
That's not too bad.
It adds up.
For a dog?
Yeah, but then you have all these other things. I don't know. That's the average.
Insurance and everything, yeah.
Because sometimes it's less, and sometimes it's more. Because you have vet visits, you have different types of sicknesses, medicines, dog food.
Yeah.
Toys, because they rip through them so quickly.
Yeah.
Sometimes a trainer, if you're depending what it is. Dog walkers.
Dog walkers.
They all add up.
By the way, free to walk your dog whenever you want. the side income. So there's 7th Street, there's Gourmet. You have a lot of small transactions, which is good. Like, I don't see anything big, like over $100.
I have to live I live like a poor man that has money. You know what I'm saying? Like, how poor people think when they spend money, like they just buy, like, I think I'm saving money, but I'm buying a lot of small things, so it adds up over time. So I don't do big purchases at once. I do a lot of small purchases. And so I'm always in debt because of that.
I see. Oh, so that's why there's a...
Yeah, because I'm always running after the next,
What would you do with the $300 that you're paying towards interest? Like, let's say if you weren't paying it towards interest. Because I'm looking at the rate, it's like a 27% interest rate.
Towards insurance.
Well, there's a 27% interest rate on like your outstanding balance. So you're paying about $300 in interest to your credit card.
So what's the question? What would I do
so like what would you be putting that $300 to?
Uber Eats. Honestly. I don't know what to say.
Okay. That's a very honest answer. What about do you have like a plan to tackle your debt? Because you said you have student debt and then you have your credit card debt. What's like the interest rate on student debt?
What I'm basically starting to do is, even starting this month, is prioritize.
Yeah.
So I know I need X amount of money for myself. I have this much debt. This is how much unemployment I'm able to collect. I'm not getting a job right away, so I have to prioritize what I'm going to be spending my money on and where I'm going to be creating my investments, right?
Yeah.
So am I investing myself in the show, or am I going to do something else, right? So I have to figure out where I'm going to put money towards and allocate it. Because if I'm spending money, I need to figure out when the return's going to be, so it can't be frivolous anymore. That's the difference, right? And so then once I start getting money, then I got to go, okay, cool. Here's some for a rainy day, this, that, and the other thing. Or I might just give it to Sun and she'll just take care of it. Yeah. But one or the other is going to happen.
Yeah. Because she's good with money.
She's fantastic with money.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, but it sounds like you have a plan. So
I mean, I'm going to have a plan unless I want to get my ass kicked every day.
By who?
My wife.
It makes sense.
Steven, I'll be honest. If I was on my own, I'd probably die by now, but
you've got
But I'm safe for now.
You've got the partner at the law firm.
Yeah.
She's taking
One day. Or she'll fire me. Either way. Either I'm back in my car or I'm staying here for the time.
Back on my couch.
Yeah. There's always a spot for me on the couch, right?
Yeah.
Even though the couch got smaller.
It did, but it'll fit you. You're not too. You're not too big. Yeah. That's okay. I mean, if there's one thing you can be doing differently
In life or
with
my
your
money?
finances, yeah, with your money.
No, I don't care enough to.
Yeah.
Like, I think I just...
It's honest.
I would just probably start saving a little bit more.
Yeah.
Start putting more money to savings, right? And so start building to things that we're going to be doing in the future, right? So
Yeah.
a little bit more at a time. So instead of like putting 500 to it, I'm going to probably put maybe 3/4 of my paycheck towards that.
Yeah.
And then the rest, all the other money, I'm just going to frivolously spend.
Yeah.
Because I like spending money on food.
On food.
Yeah, specifically food.
Any restaurants you're gonna give a shout out to?
No.
Okay.
Except for 7th Street Burger, because they do partner with me.
They're good. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to them. But any specific restaurants, no, because none of them have truly wowed me to a point where I'm like, oh, you gotta try this.
Yeah.
Because either they're really good and the consistency goes down, or they're just mediocre to begin with.
Yeah. So you think like Uber Eats is worth the price that you pay, even with all
No,
those?
I'm just a fatty. And I'm too lazy to go get it myself. It has nothing to do with anything else. Uber Eats, their pricing is ridiculous. It's astronomical. It's just smarter to get it for pickup. Just go order it from the restaurant itself. But you know, it's a clicky away.
How far are these restaurants? How many blocks away?
Okay, so I don't go anything nearby.
Okay.
It would have to be, so for example, like the distance Hey Hey Roasted is, it's in Chinatown. So that would be the distances I'm looking at. It has to be far. It has to be like Hell's Kitchen, Upper East Side there. Those are the spots I'm looking at.
Okay, so like over a mile.
Yeah, because that's how I justify my brain.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Instead of picking it up.
Correct.
It's not next door.
No.
Okay.
Because then what I do is I use my puppy as an excuse to go, oh, I gotta walk him.
Yeah, yeah.
Go pick something up.
That's pretty good. I would say on the surface level, you look horrible with your money. But when I sit down with you and talk to you about it, it makes sense.
Yeah. It's still not the best way to spend money, but I like it. Well,
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, Steven?
Yeah.
What's life without enjoyment?
See, that's a very good point
Right.
too, is like
People always do focus on the future. I am focused on the
saving
future,
money.
but you have to, if you want a good future, strategize.
Yeah. And that's something I've been
Don't-
trying to get better with.
Yeah.
Instead of just saving money. It's
Yeah, you're
like,
here in the present.
what's the point of it?
Also, you're single. You could be in the moment. Once you get a girl, she's in the future, 1,000% somehow, always.
I would say yes, but you also said your wife is better with money.
That's why she saves. She's a saver.
Okay.
She spends money like Aladdin. Like she feels like she's Aladdin, living on the streets next to a sewer, being like a sewer rat. Like so, she spends money like, okay, like I'll put some here. But now I'm gonna save this much, and I'm not gonna spend for the rest of the month. Like that's how she lives. I don't want to live like that.
In the context of that Disney movie, what character are you?
Okay, like literally, I am Aladdin in that. Well, I guess I'm not Aladdin. I'm more a Boo. But I'm a Boo and Aladdin. Like I'm just like that.
Yeah.
But
Just because you brought the analogy
she's
up.
Jasmine technically because like her dad taught her the mindset of wealth.
Yeah.
So once you understand what that game means, like her and her brother will never think about how do I get money. They know how to play the game.
Yeah.
So she comes from that, so she'll always be well off.
Right.
But the way her mind works is she's Aladdin.
We're sitting in your gym right now, but you have a transaction for membership at New York Sports Club.
Correct.
So take me through the thought process of having your own gym, but still spending to go to a gym.
I wanted to support my wife in her journey, so she hates working out down here because there's like nobody down here. So, listen,
Got it.
when you like nobody in this gym in this building really works out down here. Maybe like 2 Indian people and like one girl whose parents are wealthy, so they put her up here, so she'll be trained down here. But anyone that actually has money in this building, they're going to Equinox, they're going out there, they're going to places where like they have real equipment because this gym does not have real equipment. But poor people like me, we work out down here and we work out hard. If you take a look at this room, this is all the equipment I need to work out.
Yeah, I mean, there's a punching bag behind you.
There's a punching bag right behind me.
Yeah.
But that was for supporting my wife. And so I'm like, hey, listen, you want to do it? Let's do it. But we
Okay.
also had jobs then.
Do you ever go to New York Sports Club with her, or do you just use this gym?
I would never go to New York Sports Club by
Okay.
myself.
So you
Unless
don't
I'm
go
paying.
with her. So she goes there. you
She
stay
goes
here.
and I'll go with her. If she
Oh,
goes,
okay.
the day she goes, I'll go with her.
Okay. So it's like a
Yeah, it's
sport
just-
you're in person too.
Yeah, both of us going to work out for supporting her being in the gym.
So Rishi, you spend a lot of money on food, like out and about, whether it's Uber Eats or eating out. Like, do you not have food at home? Do you not like to cook? Like, yeah, just understanding better.
That's a really good question. No, we have plenty of food at home always.
Okay. Is there a reason you don't eat the food at home and you like?
Because it's available.
The food at home is available.
Yeah. So because it's available, it's not as appetizing. I want things I can't. You know, it's like you always want the things you can't have. I want the things I can't have.
Okay. Okay.
So there's a fridge full of food. That's why I'm in
So you
debt.
avoid that then.
Yeah, I'm getting better.
Do you like to cook?
I love to cook. I love to cook for others, not for myself.
Okay.
I like to taste food. I like sampling, but I truly enjoy cooking for others.
So like, what if you cook for Sanam
When? Which day?
any day?
Today
Yeah.
was two things. Today I made her a chicken that was marinated overnight in Mexican spices, Korean spices, Indian spices, but mostly Mexican. And then I air fried that so she could have fajitas.
Okay.
Then in this afternoon snack we made, chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
I just made a very cheesy sandwich from that.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's great.
With jalapenos and spices and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah.
You're saying you don't like to eat that because it's
No,
here.
I love to eat that.
Okay.
But I don't like. So if I have to make it for myself, I don't see a point. I do it so I can see her enjoyment on it. Then I go, okay, I have to eat this.
So that's like one of your love languages.
Yeah, making food.
Acts of service. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Making food. Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of beautiful.
No, I like cooking for myself. If I experiment for a dish, I'll be cooking for her in the future or for somebody I'm planning for. But I don't know. I just don't. If it's available and I could eat it and I could make it for myself, it's just boring.
What if cooking for yourself is kind of like loving yourself?
No.
Just like the way you cook for your wife because you
Yeah.
love her. What if you flip it around, or if you reframe it, as they say?
To love myself.
Yeah, you cook for yourself to love yourself.
I love myself in other ways.
Go into that.
Do you really want me to talk about masturbation?
I didn't know. Okay. Maybe not that.
But
Yeah.
that's what I do for myself. I smoke for myself.
Okay.
Weed. That's how I love myself.
Okay.
I bathe myself in things I enjoy.
Hearing about food, so what if you were broke, but you had like a refrigerator full of food, like you have now?
Yeah.
What would you do in that case?
How broke we talking? Can I still rack up my debt?
We're tapped out. We're
broke.
The
like,
credit cards are
Okay.
like, yeah, you're maxed out, baby.
but a fridge full of food.
Yeah.
I guess I have no choice but to eat that food to figure out how I can steal food from McDonald's and shit. Like I'll have to survive on the food in the fridge until I can create a master plan on figuring out how I can go back and start eating back outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it really, like, eating food outside really, like, it
Fulfills me
activates
in my heart, yeah.
something.
Yeah. It feels a void in my body.
So it goes beyond the food.
I want to try everyone's cooking as many people as I possibly can. I need to know who.
Yeah, but you
really
said
should.
McDonald's. You really
I
need
love
to
McDonald's.
taste McDonald's
I fucking
again.
love McDonald's. Yeah, I love McDonald's.
But you don't need to taste Ronald McDonald for the 500th time.
No, but then you got McDonald's. You got 7th Street back in the day when I was like obsessed with it. You got.
What if you tried 33rd Street Burger, aka your burger that you make at home?
It's good.
Okay.
But unless I'm sharing that burger with somebody where that person could tell me how I could elevate that burger,
Yeah.
that's no point. I like cooking to elevate. I like to make sure I can keep getting better and better. If I eat my food myself, I'll always be nitpicky about all these small things, but those small things will add up to nothing really. Like I don't want to judge my food. I've always been judging my food, but now I'm going to overthink it. So now I have to rely on others and go, how do I serve this to you guys? What could be better? What could...
Yeah.
But again, I could make the food myself. If I have an option to not make the food myself, I'll take that option. I'll take that option. I've tried McDonald's in every country I've ever been in. I love McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the best country?
In my opinion, India is really good.
India's good.
I haven't had it in a while. India had some good stuff out there.
Okay. You tried McDonald's in India. Do you think in India is a lot of poor people in India? Yeah. Do you think they're eating out at McDonald's all the time, or are they eating the food in their home? They might not even have food in their home.
Well, it depends on who you're asking. I don't know India that well. I know my family's that well, and they all have maids and cooks and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so
but
I'm sure
you know what I'm talking about.
They're eating at home.
Yeah, there's a caste system over there, right?
The poor people, no.
Yeah.
The poor people, well, I mean, there's a lot of shit in India. So the poor people are definitely eating from their homes best they can. But there's also not a lot of resources for them in India. Specifically in India, there's not a lot of resources. So they don't really have that many opportunities and options. Like if you're talking about, literally, if you thinking that they could order a burger at 5 in the morning, you must be out your mind. I could order a burger 24 hours in New York City.
Yeah.
I could order a cheesesteak at demand. Like, bring a poor person from India and put him in my position. Watch him eat a cheesesteak on demand. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. I could have, this app allows me to have anything I want on demand. You don't know?
And you don't see a problem with that?
I'm an addict, yeah, of course, I love it. It's on demand.
So you know there's a problem with it.
Yeah, but I don't want to change it.
Why don't you want to change it?
Because it's about loving myself, Steven.
But how is that loving yourself if you know it's a problem?
Because I love it. It's like a heroin addict. I just love the thing.
Heroin addict?
It's an addiction. I love the addiction. That's why it's like,
You love the thrill.
there's like, if once I start getting a salary again, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I'm gonna dabble in the 2 a.m. section of my life again.
Yeah.
I have to stop it because we are broke and you are creating that situation where I am almost at my max. So I gotta now spend my credit card on these Uber Eats very wisely before I max myself out. Because now I gotta think long term, how do I use these Uber Eats to get to the next spot?
It sounds like if you could if you could engineer your life,
Yeah.
it sounds like you're really only making money to spend it on Uber Eats and food.
Yeah.
That's it.
So now I'm gonna start saving
Yeah.
for sure. That's all I need in my life.
So you're living
food.
one Uber Eat to one Uber Eat.
As far as things I want in my life, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I really care for, that and the happiness of my family, but outside of that.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You kind of snuck that second one in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. The strategy has to be around those two things. How do I do this as much as I can while not sacrificing that?
Yeah. Okay. And then one last question.
Yeah.
Is because you were saying about like you smoke a little bit.
Yeah, I smoked.
Yeah. And does that like contribute
Oh,
to
100%. But no, I don't. So I made a rule for myself. If I smoke weed, this is how I'm stopping a little bit. If I smoke weed, I have to cook inside. So I have to eat the food from my fridge.
Okay.
So-
what made you make that rule?
Because man, oh man, would I be in severe debt now. Like I'm in debt where it's like, okay, I'm almost maxing. That would have maxed it out.
Okay. Because you were eating that, you were ordering Uber Eats
Yeah,
all
you
the
know,
time.
and plus I'm working out with Alex Payne now, and we're doing more and more. So now my body craves more and more food, even being high.
If you could change one thing about like either your finances or your financial situation, like what would you change? Yeah. What would you want to change?
Again, I told you this. I'm an addict. Nothing. Not unless I'm forced to change it. Nothing. I don't want to change anything about it. Unless I'm forced to change it, I'm not changing a goddamn thing.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I know it's not easy to talk about finances, and I appreciate you sitting down to talk about it with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good questioning.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me.